So it's April of 2022. I get up from my desk after playing video games for the entire night. It's 5 a.m. at this point. I had been drinking sugary drinks and incredibly unhealthy snacks. And I go to the bathroom and I take this mirror selfie. I was incredibly skinny and unathletic. Now, not only that, but my mental health was also suffering as a direct cause from the poor way I treated myself and the low self-image that I had. I had many thoughts of self-doubt and low confidence, and overall thought very negatively of myself. Fast forward to September of 2023, I've sculpted a pretty strong and aesthetic physique that I'm actually really proud of. In this guide, I'm going to be explaining to you the exact changes and transformations that I made in my own life to actually make this happen. You will walk away from this guide with clear and helpful advice that will set you on the right path to success in your own fitness journey. Now let's talk about the gym, right? Now, first of all, to anyone who's scared, worried, or overthinking about actually joining a gym, please just stop, bro. I guarantee whatever limiting beliefs you have right now, they're irrelevant and they will disappear in your first week of going to the gym. If you're scared about how people are going to perceive you when you enter the gym, maybe you're a little bit overweight, maybe you're very skinny like how I used to be, people are not going to be paying attention to you in the slightest. Look, if you've already been in a gym, you know this, but if you haven't been in the gym, when you enter the gym, everyone is just doing their workout, right? Everyone's just there to work out. No one is paying attention to the person across the room. Oh, their squat form was wrong. Oh, he should have, kept his back a little bit straighter. What an idiot. Or no one's like, oh, this guy's so, like, why is this guy so skinny? Why is he in the gym? You're in the gym for a reason, bro. Like, you're in the gym to make progress, and people around the gym are going to have that same positive growth mindset of wanting to get better, and they're bettering themselves every day. So when they see you, even if you're not in the best shape, right? You might not be in the best shape. They're going to be happy to see someone else join their community of people who think like them, people who are willing to make sacrifices, and people who want to grow and better themselves and grow a nice physique, whatever their fitness goals may be. Don't think about it like you're entering some sort of scary new territory, some sort of new, it's not like you're joining a new school or something. Think of it as you're entering a new community of people who are like-minded as you, who have the same goals, who want to improve their body and overall improve their life through working out and building a nice physique. You might be worried about like doing the exercises wrong. Oh, I don't have a proper routine. Oh, I don't have a plan. Oh, I don't, that's a stupid way to think about it, because of course you're not expected to have a full like workout plan routine when you first enter the gym. Just get in there for like 15 minutes your first day. Just try out some of the machines, see what you like, see what you don't like. You just have to have the mindset of discipline and consistency. Consistency is going to get you the results that I got. Now, it does not matter what workout split you choose to do. Please don't make this complicated. The most important thing is that you pick a workout routine that fits most naturally to your life and that works best for your routine and your own time. Me personally, I've done the push-pull leg split pretty much my entire time in the gym. I did the Arnold split at one point, and they both worked out very well for me. I'll put my workout split on the screen right now, and I'll also put the document in the description. I'll put my specific exercises and everything. Now look, when it comes to training in the gym, like I've already stated, it does not matter which workout split you choose to do. Do the one that's best, that works for you. But there's 3 tips that you must follow when it comes to your actual training. I guarantee will build you muscle. Now the first one is going to be to train with intensity / train until failure. Because if you're not challenging the muscle, if your muscle is not working significantly hard, it's not under like actual stress, then it's not going to grow. If you want to significantly build muscle and build a nice physique, you're going to have to push to the point of failure, push to the point of discomfort. Like, your workout should not be easy. Number 2 is to progressively overload. So you've heard of progressive overload before if you're in the fitness space, but if you haven't heard of this term before, it's where each week or every 2 weeks, every week, you gradually increase the weight and you increase the reps. You're going to increase the weight a little bit each week or every 2 weeks, and you're also going to increase the reps with that, because look, as you get stronger, you're going to want to challenge yourself more because your ability to lift more weight is going to increase. So that will ultimately lead to you getting more gains because you're actually exerting your body to its fullest potential. Now, number 3, like I've said, bro, you got to be consistent if you want to get results. You are not special, right? You're not just going to get all this muscle. You're not going to get this aesthetic physique just by half-assing your workouts and going like half the time. If you are not consistent, you're doing yourself a disservice and you are going to delay your progress significantly. The way I built my physique was actually just going every day, no matter if I felt like it or not. You don't have to go every day, but whatever your routine is, go show up when it matters, right? I don't do weights every day, but when I'm not lifting weights, I'm running, right? I'm biking, I'm doing some sort of exercise. If you can build up this habit of consistency, over time, it's going to feel easier and it's just going to integrate into your life. And then you're also going to see the very fast and massive gains alongside it. So that's just going to be a bonus. So please just remember to stay consistent. And I promise you, if you stay consistent, you will get results very fast. There are a few muscles, bro, that you should never ever skip. There's a few muscles that actually make up and define a very aesthetic physique. Now there's going to be 3 that I'm going to list. Now keep in mind, you should train all your muscles, right? Every single muscle in your body should be trained. But there are 3 specific muscles that you should not skip, that you should always make sure you hit. The first one of those is going to be shoulders. And you want to hit all 3 parts of the shoulder. So you want to hit your front shoulder, your lateral shoulder, and you want to hit the rear shoulder. Broad shoulders will make you look much larger and much wider and will overall support that V-taper that defines an aesthetic physique. The second muscle group that you can absolutely never neglect is your back. Your back is like honestly such a crucial component. It's the foundation of aesthetics in a human body. When you have a thick back, it gives your shoulders a broader look. Your lats will promote the overall look of like a wider physique and more aesthetic. Plus, your back is actually a crucial component to support the rest of your body because when you have a strong back, it's like a strong foundation for the other exercises that you're going to do for like the other areas of your training for the other muscle groups. Having a strong back is beneficial in terms of aesthetics, but also strength and training. Lastly, the third muscle you should never ignore and never neglect is your chest. A strong defined chest really makes the physique look a lot more symmetrical and a lot more aesthetic. It is really like the highlight of a lot of people's physiques. Having a strong chest also helps with your training, your strength, and actual real-world activities. Now, this video wouldn't be complete if I did not discuss diet. I'm not going to suggest that you have a perfect, professionally designed diet or anything, but there are some foods that you should probably cut out if you're going to take your health and your fitness seriously, at least for the meantime. Like, obviously, you can enjoy some treats now and then, but my diet advice is as follows. Cut out 95% of processed food from your diet. Let's just be honest, bro. Processed foods are just terrible for you, and they provide no nutritional value, and they're just detracting from your health. And especially like processed sugars, refined carbs, like bread, breakfast cereals, donuts, even like bagels, toast. All these foods are stripped from nutrients and actually just make your health worse. They make you more tired, they make you more groggy, give you brain fog. For a lot of people, it's the reason why they can't lose weight because they're taking in just so many like processed foods, carbs, just stuff with such high calories, but actually a very low nutritional value. And honestly, I used to have a diet like this. I would be eating like all the bad foods, like processed sugars, like a bunch of candy, chocolate. I would be eating other stuff, like I would be eating like processed meat. I would be eating a bunch of bread. And I would be always complaining like in the afternoon, like, why am I so tired? Why do I have no energy? Why am I so fatigued? But like the whole time, it was just because like I was eating so poorly. And it was also just like not really, it was just negatively affecting like cognitive function. It was just not good for my energy. If you're addicted to these foods, these packaged foods, these sugary packaged like carbs and stuff, I honestly don't blame you because they're honestly just like designed to be the most addictive as possible. They're like professionally like designed to like they got like a bunch of preservatives, flavors, like added flavors, added sugar and stuff like that. So it's very addictive. But it's very important that we recognize that and we just like take a step back from that and realize that it's absolutely not contributing towards our fitness goals whatsoever. All right, and for my second piece of advice when it comes to diet, you got to get your protein in. right? This is especially important for people who are really interested in building muscle and building an aesthetic physique. You got to be getting your protein in at least, like, ideally every single meal of the day. The recommended amount is 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. That's kind of like the ideal metric. You can deviate a little, like a little bit less, a little bit more. Getting your protein in will allow you to actually build and support the muscle that you're training in the gym. It, like, the whole point of having a lot of protein is that so you can actually recover, like the muscle can actually recover from the strain and the stress you're putting on it in the gym. So no matter how much training you do in the gym, no matter how intense you work out, your muscle's not going to actually build if you're not supporting it with the protein that it needs. Ideally, you get most of your proteins from like real foods and stuff, but if you want to take a supplement, then honestly taking protein powder is not a bad option. And lastly, your diet will be determined by your current physique right now and your current goals, right? Because if you're a very skinny guy who wants to put on some size, who wants to put on some serious muscle mass, well, you're going to have to go in a calorie surplus, which essentially means that you're consuming more calories than you're burning every single day. So you want to be eating high protein and also decently high calories while still maintaining a healthy diet, right? It should be clean calories. You should absolutely not be stuffing your face with McDonald's and like just empty calories. Like the whole dirty bulking thing is incredibly stupid in my opinion. Now, if you're overweight and you're trying to cut down and you're trying to get leaner, then you obviously want to be eating in a calorie deficit, which means that you're burning more calories than you're actually consuming. But you should still be hitting your protein intake per day so that you can actually maintain your muscle and build some more muscle while you're also losing your weight. Oh yeah, and also same goes for drinks. Avoid drinks with a lot of added sugar and high fructose corn syrup and other just a bunch of terrible ingredients for you, like a bunch of like chemicals, sugary drinks like energy drinks, soda, stuff, you know what I mean? Like just drink water. Like I just drink water and I also have coffee every morning. Look, don't overcomplicate the diet. Just make sure that you're eating sufficient amount of protein and that you're not eating totally terrible processed food. This next topic that I'm going to talk about is something so important, so crucial for your health and your fitness, but a lot of people don't talk about it as much as they should, and that is to master your sleep. I used to stay up till 4 or 5 a.m. I used to stay up till like 4 or 5 a.m. playing video games, staring into like the blue light. I would be drinking energy drinks with a lot of caffeine in them. And I also had a job at this time, so some nights I would be going to bed at 4 a.m. and then the days I worked, I would trying to go to bed at midnight, but like I wouldn't be able to fall asleep because my body like clock was so like messed up, and like I would just be waking up feeling groggy every day, and I was always complaining like, why do I feel so tired right now? Like why don't I have energy? And I would go through the whole work day just feeling miserable and tired. And then my workouts also were not as good. Getting good sleep from a fitness perspective is great because it promotes more recovery, it promotes more muscle growth, and it also gives you more energy. So then the next day, when you wake up and you're feeling refreshed, you have more energy to push yourself in the gym. Good sleep has been proven to have countless benefits. Sleep is something that we all need, so why don't we just optimize it? It would be smart if we just optimized and made our sleep the best it could be. Some things you can do to improve your sleep. The most important thing is to have a healthy sleep routine where basically you're going to bed at the same time every night and you're waking up at the same time every day. Because your body really likes to have like a clean rhythm. If you're going to sleep one night at 10 p.m. and then the next night you're going to sleep at 1 a.m., your body's just going to be like thrown way out of cycle, and it's going to make you way more tired and you're going to feel a lot more groggy. A couple more tips to improve your sleep is to put away your electronics a couple hours before bedtime, and then also to make sure your room is cool and dark at night so that it promotes actual good sleep, because when it's hot in the room, your body actually doesn't get as much deep sleep as it should be. And when there's light coming through or there's just lights around in the room, your body basically picks that up as like light, as in like daylight. And that will make your body produce melatonin at a slower rate. Now you might be watching this video and taking in this information and thinking, well, great, now I know about working out, fitness, diet, sleep, all that stuff. So you might try to implement the tips and the habits that I've given you in this video, but you won't be consistent with it. Sometimes you'll implement them, sometimes you won't. And as a result, you'll get very mixed results and not consistent progress. And the key to fixing this problem that so many of us have is a routine. You need to be structuring, you need to have a well-structured, written out routine where you implement like stuff like when you're gonna sleep, when you're gonna eat, what you're gonna eat, when you're gonna work out, like what muscles you're gonna train that day. You need to have this kind of planned out ahead of time, because if you're going into your days not knowing what you're doing, not knowing what you're gonna eat, not knowing when you're gonna work out, then how do you expect consistent results? How do you expect success if you don't set yourself up for success, right? Since this is such a common problem, I'm going to be making a full routine guide where I'll be walking through step by step how to make a structured, written out routine that won't only give you a more productive day, but it will give you a more fulfilling and a more enjoyable day, so that your routine actually integrates well into your life. You don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. and like train for 3 hours. What you do need is a regular, consistent schedule that you can actually stick to, that's actually sustainable, that will give you good results. In the meantime, though, you can check the description, because I've linked a habit tracker that I've created in Notion, this online app, where basically it's going to list the habits that I've talked about in this video, and it's going to allow you to set the date on the side, so you can basically just check off when you actually complete a habit for a specific day, and you can just check off like the habits. It's a good way to hold yourself accountable. So again, the link for that will be in the description. Look, if you've made it far in this video, you're serious about your self-improvement. You're serious about actually improving your life. So I believe that you have the dedication and consistency to actually implement all the advice that I've given you in this video and establish a strong routine behind that.
So if you enjoyed that video and you found value in what I had to say, I just want to let you know that I'm offering one-on-one coaching right now. The link will be in the description. Just book a call with me. If you're struggling with fitness, productivity, work, any social problems like social skills, whatever it may be, I want to help you out with that. I want to get you on a right path to success. Learn from my mistakes, because I've been through a lot of like shit where I feel like I've gained some valuable learning lessons from. So feel free to book a call with me. Coaching will be in the description.